when you're making a lesson plan, you're supposed to consider children. Yeah, everyone else says it, that we consider children. That's why we're making the plan in the first place. But I do not think many of us do so. Why do I say so? We create lesson plans without having to consider developmental goals for children. There are various skills for children that you're supposed to establish or consider when you're making a lesson plan, which many teachers or practitioners or parents or nannies do not even consider. Some do not even make the plan at all.
Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere around the fairies of December. You.
Merry Christmas.
I see everywhere around the fairies.
Everyone here on LittleNolly'sDream channel. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nuella Taba and this is LittleNolly'sDream by Nuella. So our topic for this video is lesson planning 102. Lesson planning 102. So today our main theme is developing skills in children. What are those developmental goals that we are supposed to look for in the children, especially when we are making the lesson plan? What are we supposed to establish inside that lesson plan? The first thing is to check for the child's fine motor skills. These are those small muscles in the child's system that you're supposed to consider when you're making a lesson plan. Do they have a grip? If it's a child that doesn't have a firm grip, your activity must consider that child. So you're making an activity where children will use their hands, their fingers. You know, this is the use of small muscles in their activity. Their hands, do they grip well? Can they squeeze a Play-Doh? Can they stick? Can they take off the stickers? Can they push? Can they give a stink? Can they give a snap? Can they use a pair of scissors? Remember, children have their own pair of scissors. It's not the sharp ones that we use, that tailors use, that teachers use for their arts and craft activities. No. Children have their own scissors, so make sure you check out their various scissors in provision stores or bookshops. They have all that there. The second thing is their gross motor skills. These are the big muscles. How the child sits, how the child can run properly, if the child can be able to walk on thin surfaces properly. There are various things that you should already know about your children. There are children who come to the nursery, they are almost 2, but they cannot run properly. If they walk for a long distance, they might like slip and fall. Like their stability is not perfect. So you're supposed to check that aspect in the child and see how to do it. There are sports activities, there are Montessori activities, there are arts and craft activities, there are library activities. There's a whole lot of range of activities in these groups that I've mentioned, and even more that you can check for a child's gross motor skills using that. The next one is the social development. It is very important, the social and emotional development. Those children who just cry for nothing, they cry about anything. You're supposed to encourage them to know that it is okay to cry, but you can always choose to solve the problem by telling someone how you feel about a situation around you. It's okay to cry. They have to cry, but they should be able to express themselves. It shouldn't be every time the child will just, just misbehave at everything. No, you need to encourage the child to know that it is okay to cry, but make sure you can always express yourself and tell someone why you're crying, what happened that you were crying. If you watch, there's this video I came across on YouTube. A dad was asking his preschool daughter why she's crying. And she was really, really crying so hard that she couldn't even answer the question. But the good thing is, as he kept asking the child the question, you're developing that child's thinking ability. And also on the aspect of social and emotional development, their social development especially, I've already talked about the emotional. Social development, you're trying to help these children to be able to socialize, play with friends. There are children who just want to stay on their own. They are so angry that they fight their friends. They need to know how to involve themselves in their society, because if these children eventually go to a bigger school, remember you are at the foundation stage, it's an enclosed area, there are like 14 or 10 of them in a classroom. You do not know who they meet on a daily basis. They go out with their parents, they go out with their nannies, they go out everywhere. Well, that's for teachers in the class. The nanny, they obviously stay only indoors with their children, and these children are not able to communicate even with guests. We're not encouraging that children should just go for guests, because you never know who is coming in to the house, who can do more harm to the child. But it is really very important that you help the child know his or her environment and know how to interact with people. It's very important. A child cannot be uptight. Now, the next aspect is cognitive development. You're helping the child to understand the need to solve problems. His problem-solving ability is very important at this stage. He should know that if there is an activity given to him, at least as far as literacy is concerned, if let's say for example you're doing a matching activity, you're expecting the child to solve the puzzle. So what do? You leave the child with maybe an exemplary picture, and then you expect the child to do the same in another maybe cut picture to put it together. So how does the child solve the problem? You need to teach the child. Then when it comes to his environment, if something is wrong with him, what does he do? If something is wrong with her, what does she do? Any problem that the child is going through, what do they do? You need to teach them that they need to confide in someone when they are uncomfortable. They need to seek solution to every problem that they have. They should have that solution objective, not just want to be down about every situation around them. You know, some children will just start crying because maybe someone took their pencil. Instead of telling the person, please, can I have my pencil? And if the person cannot give their pencil back, maybe why not tell the teacher, please, miss, this person took my pencil. And then we try to solve the issue. But children lack this ability. And this is something that we're supposed to help them develop, because many children just cry about something. They want to retaliate by being so angry about something, which is really not a good idea. And the next one is speech and language development. This particular skill is very important because you're working with children who maybe have speech delay, maybe are shy, maybe are still cooing or murmuring, or, you know, their words are not really clear, especially those people working with children from birth to 25 to 29 months. They have this, either they're not talking too well, or some are shy, some are learning many languages that makes them not to talk fast or talk within the age range that they're supposed to talk at. So you realize if a child is within an environment where they speak French, speak Spanish, speak English, the child will not be able to talk easily because he's still trying to, you know, wrap his head around the many languages and be able to separate the language from another rather than mixing. So some children get a delay in speaking at that point. On that same topic, you're supposed to encourage the child to be able to understand the use of language. Is it sign language? You are doing a lesson plan you're supposed to consider. But these developmental milestones are really important to the children, and you're supposed to include it in your lesson plan. Now, how do you include it in your lesson plan? Because we're expected that if you're making a lesson plan as a practitioner, as a parent, or any other person doing home learning or within the settings of a nursery, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to make sure that you at least achieve 3 developmental milestones when you're working with children. And when you are doing your lesson plan, you're supposed to include those 3. You can include gross motor skills, problem solving ability, language, and communication. So within this time, if you're making a lesson plan, you are to create activities for those children. Make sure that those developmental goals, milestones fall there. If you're making a lesson plan, maybe it's a winter activity, you're creating a lesson plan for winter activity. Maybe you're doing just 3 activities. You're doing you're trying to help them make a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree, and then you're doing snowman, and then you're doing ice block packing, or ice cube packing. Those are 3 activities. With snowman, I'll begin with snowman. With snowman, you remember that they are supposed to make a snowman. Allow the children to carry their own resources, sit down or stand or whatever position they want to take. Let them do that. You realize that that movement is already gross motor skills. Now, if you are considering fine motor skills, when it comes to that Christmas tree you're making, you use an art and craft activity. When they are cutting the paper to form the shape of a Christmas tree, they are using a pair of scissors. Their motor skills are working. And then you are talking about the language, the target language that you want to elicit from them. What is this? They're telling you it's a Christmas tree. What color is the Christmas tree? It's green. Are you going to put some snow on it? Yes. What color is the snow? It's white. What color is the snowman? It's white. What else? What other color do you see on a snowman? Ice blocks activity. So they have to like run. That's gross motor skills. You're helping them to run, pick an ice block, run and put it in another area, run back and pick it up. You're helping their skills. That's it for today. And please guys, make sure you subscribe. Thank you my old subscribers for always coming back to view my videos. I hope to meet more people soon. And please make sure you check out my Facebook page, which is LittleNolly'sDream by Noella. Check out my Instagram page, which is LittleNolly'sDream by Noella. My linking page, guys, I can't wait to meet more people. I've noticed guys following already, sharing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Please make sure you send us a message on our Gmail, which is littlenolly@gmail.com, or you can leave us a message at our website, which is littlenolly.com. Bye bye. See you in my next video.